everyone. We welcome you all to our second series of Lawyers on Company Law, a byproduct of our YouTube channel, The Noble Litigators. Today, I'm Advocate Upasna, Legal Associate, and the Law Offices of Kuvar Vivek Tavo, Advocate and Associates, is going to discuss about voluntary liquidation of the company. Section 59 of the Insolvency and Bankruptcy Code 2016 deals with it. A company who intends to liquidate itself voluntarily and has not committed any default on any debt to any person may initiate voluntary liquidation proceedings. A company may choose to be wound up voluntarily under several circumstances, including winding up as a result of expiry of period of operation fixed in its Articles of Association or occurrence of an event provided in its Article of Association for its dissolution. Now, the conditions for voluntary liquidation of a company is a declaration from majority of directors of the company verified by an affidavit stating that they have made a full inquiry into the affairs of the company and they have formed an opinion that either the company has no debt or that it will be able to pay its debt in full from the proceeds of the assets to be sold in the voluntary liquidation, and the company is not being liquidated to defraud any person. The declaration shall be accompanied with audited financial statement and record of business operations of the company for the previous 2 years. A report of the valuations of the assets of the company, if any, prepared by the registered valuer. Now, convene a board meeting to discuss and approve following matters subject to the approval of members in the general meeting. Voluntary winding up of the company, appointment of liquidator, an insolvency professional shall be appointed who is independent from the company. To consider and approve declaration of solvency and affidavit by the directors of the company. To fix day, date, time, to send notice and agenda for general meeting. Now, convene the meetings of members. Within 4 weeks of a declaration, a member's resolution in favor of the voluntary winding up of the company and appointment of insolvency professional to act as the liquidator has to be passed. Provided that whether corporate debtor is a company, creditors representing 2/3 in value of the debt owed to the company have to support the resolution within 7 days of such resolution. The company has to notify the registrar of the companies in Form MGT 14 and the Insolvency and Bankruptcy Board of India within 7 days of passing of the resolution or subsequent approval by the creditors as case may be. The company also has to notify the registrar of companies in Form GNL2 regarding declaration of solvency and appointment of liquidator. Subject to the approval of creditors, the voluntary liquidation proceedings in respect of a company shall be deemed to have commenced from the date of passing of resolution in general meeting. Once the affairs of the company have been wound up and its assets completely liquidated, the liquidator shall make an application to NCLT for the resolution of such company. The company shall be dissolved by the order of NCLT or adjudicating authority within 14 days from the date of such order. A copy of the same shall be filed with the registrar of the companies or other authority where the company is registered. Now, the important rules and regulations. First, an insolvency professional shall be eligible to be appointed as a liquidator if he is independent of the company. Second, the liquidator should make a public announcement in Form A within 5 days from his appointment to be published in one English newspaper and one regional language newspaper having wide circulation where the registered office and the principal office of any of the company is situated. It should also be displayed on the website of the company and on the website designated by IBBI for this purpose. Third, bank account needs to be opened in the name of the company followed by the words involuntary liquidation in a scheduled bank by liquidator. Fourth, preparation of a preliminary report by IP to be submitted within 45 days from the commencement of the liquidation process to the company. Submit proof of the claim to the liquidator in person by post or by electronic means. Fifth is, the liquidator shall verify the claims submitted within 30 days from the last date for the receipt of claims and may either admit or reject the claim. Liquidator shall prepare list of stakeholders within 45 days from the last date for the receipt of claims. Now, sixth is the liquidator shall distribute the proceeds within 6 months from the receipt of amount to the stakeholders. The liquidation cost shall be deducted before such distribution is made. The liquidator shall complete the entire process within 12 months from the date of commencement of liquidation. To prepare final report with details consisting of details of audited accounts of liquidation and a statement containing disposal of assets of the company, disposal of debts of the company to the satisfaction of the creditors, disposal of litigation pending against sufficient provisions for any obligation arising out of any pending litigation, statement of sales of assets showing realized values, cost of realization, manner and mode of sale, details of the person to whom the sale is made, explanation stating reasons for shortfall if the value of the sale realized is less than the value is assigned. That's all about voluntary liquidation of a company. I hope you all have liked our podcast channel. If so, then do please subscribe our channel, The Noble Litigators. You can ask questions, give feedback, and for further queries, contact us on our website www.advocatethanua.com. Thank you and have a good day.